Okay, so sometimes I forget the fact that, not sometimes, I always forget the fact that, like, it's very hard to keep up with, or even understand the things that I say. So, uh, I'm gonna say things as simple as I can, okay? Uh, for example, the reason why I like talking like this and making videos is because, like, I'm not an easy person to have around. I'm very tiring, trust me, I'm very annoying. I never shut up. And it's something I just like talk about like weird, like, yeah, everything I say is weird, but it's also very heavy things that I talk about, and it is overwhelming. And that's why, like, I always feel like I'm walking on eggshells around people because I'm scared it's gonna be too much. And trust me, I really don't do it on purpose. I really want to like put my head off my shoulders and put it in a microwave and leave it there for a couple of hours and then like come get it. No, it's, I forgot how to be normal around people. Like, I don't know how to, like, either I'm like talking about like Bermuda Triangle or I'm like crying in a corner. Like, I just don't know anymore. But it's the sense of urgency that I have. I don't know why, but it's very, very like, it's like I'm not gonna sleep if I don't say it. And it's information and things that I don't want to fucking know. Like, I want to have a normal life. I want to like brush my freaking teeth without thinking of like, oh, fluoride, fluoride. Like, bitch, calm down. You know what I mean? It's not. But there's something urgent about it, and lately the messages that I've been getting, it's like, guys. So anyways, yeah. Whenever I say it's like this urge that I have to like say whatever comes out of this hole, uh, it's because I really do. It's like the end of times, guys. I don't wanna, again, screw religions. I studied all of them. I debunked all of them. And you know what? Like, you're gonna be like, oh, but look at it. Like, why do you think they make Christians look so bad on TV, like in the media and stuff? Like, oh yeah, they were so judgmental. My parents, after I came out, they kicked me out of the house and this and that and whatever. Like, everybody's like demonizing Christians. Like, real Christians don't fucking turn their back on nobody. It's all about love. It's acceptance. Whoever calls themselves a Christian or a believer or whatever, and they talk shit about others and they don't give them chances and stuff, like, they don't fucking know God at all, at all. But that's the thing, just the fact that everything you've been fed as information your entire life has to do with questioning God, confusing you, lying to you. The fact that like they invested so much into having you question God, just think why. Since I was a kid, the second somebody would tell me to do something, something was forced upon me, or like there's a trend or something, I would go the complete opposite way. I was the complete opposite because I was like, fuck you, don't tell me what to do. And because it's, the more they push something, the more poisonous it is for you. The more they take away from something. And I don't know if you guys realized, try reading the Bible in public. Funniest time ever. Like, it's hilarious. People become so angry out of nowhere. It's so funny. People go like, ugh, 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 and they start like commenting. I'm like, bitch, I'm like, am I commenting on your face? No, like, fuck off. Why do they get so angry? Because they're uncomfortable. Because there's something, they feel guilty. They feel guilt, and they feel like God wasn't there for them. And instead of, you, you see where it is. Fuck, even like the other day, like I was reading it outside, and my mom was like, "Oh, find some other time, whatever." I'm like, you used to force me to read because I sucked at it. You had me reading out loud all the time. You don't even know what the fuck I studied in college, but yet this bothers you. And you guys, I'm talking about this because shit's going down, okay? And, well, it's not about being perfect, it's not about following rules, it's not about this, about whatever. If you don't understand the relationship you have with God, like, it's all useless. There's nothing that's gonna save your ass if you don't understand your relationship with Him. And nobody teaches you that. Even in church, they don't teach you that. They don't explain how you should actually, not how to feel about something. No, be aware of who you are in God's eyes, and like how powerful you are as a person being His kid, and how the the devil runs the world, and he's gonna have you hate, like he's gonna have you question. And I had mentioned that, not that anybody cares, but I was doing the interpretation of the Book of Thomas. He was like the homeboy, like he wrote he loved Jesus so much, and he used to like really like pay attention to everything that he said, and like that's why his book is hidden from us. There's so much truth, and I swear, like guys, and I had mentioned that it says that it starts by saying like whoever finds interpretation to these things, it's not going to taste death. Talks about immortality as well. And in the book, one thing that you know how I'm always like dissing religions and stuff. Like I'm not dissing them. It's just like I'm trying to expose them because they are evil. It's all paganism. But it said his disciples were asking him. Anyway, so one day they were all chilling, and like Jesus' disciples, they were like, should we like fast? Should we do this? Should we do that? How should we pray? You know what Jesus said? He said, don't do anything that you hate. I love it. But it's true. Look how today, like, there's so much negative connotation whenever it comes to God. And, like, people just hear church and they're like, ugh, like, don't fucking go if you don't want to go. If you don't understand that, like, God is out there and within you and everywhere, don't worry, I pray for you. But, seriously, never do something that's gonna have you feel like create negative energy, or like it's something that goes against like something that you love. And, I'm not trying to convince nobody. I'm not trying to like I'm not trying shit. I'm just talking, okay? From the heart. I just realized that nobody ever, I wish somebody explained this to me before. Nobody ever explained God's love for you. He's the truth. Just the pure fucking truth, okay? Nobody taught you how to love him or understand him. As simple as it is, sin everything you don't want your 2-year-old doing. Simple as that. Love one another. Forgive. Don't be an asshole. End of story. You don't need a religion for that. For the few telling me that I'm wasting my time again, and how could I rely on whatever Bible that's been corrupted? Yeah, it's been it has changes. Everything has changes. But how much did you spend on your history books, by the way? And how many days, hours, years did you like spend memorizing dates of events that never really fucking happened? And how thankful were you this Thanksgiving? I don't know. I mean, I don't celebrate genocides. Guys, if like, okay, yeah, you don't believe the Bible. Every fucking thing that is given to you as information is bullshit. Okay? At least I question it, and I don't get mad at others for not questioning it. For real, just imagine. Okay, we all know Jesus happened, huh? Imagine like the nicest man on earth, the nicest person. Like you probably like can't even imagine how nice he was. like just like the pure innocence and like he was a rebel when he was a teenager. That's why they don't talk about him anywhere. When he was growing up before he went to Egypt and did the entire like meditation crap and whatever, the fasting and all that stuff. And but when he was growing up, he was he always stood up for the underdog, and he just questioned everything before he realized who he was, because his soul finally woke up in his body. And I'm sorry, he got massacred. He like because it was all planned. Everything is always planned. It's part of the plan. Like that was a payment that um it was literally God being like, guys, like I'm still here. Like I get it. Like you're stupid. You're sinning and doing this and doing that. But like I'll forgive you if you see what I'm doing for you. I'm giving you my son that's gonna die and show you that you're being forgiven if you accept his death. As simple as that. The nicest person on the planet being treated like that, being like being crucified and humiliated and treated like shit. And what did he do? He told people to love one another. That's all he fucking did. Nobody deserves that. Like, just imagine. That was the payment. No, it's so many times I have this in mind. Yeah, none of the things that I say I could prove, okay? I have nothing to back it up. I just have scripture, like maybe if like I don't want to like start googling the things that come to my head, because I'll probably break this one too. Uh, those who were around during his crucifixion are still here. They are here. I'm getting they're, you know, like the 13 families, the 13 bloodlines, they're all demonic. They're just different types of demons and like different like ranks and stuff. But it's they're here, and there's also like transfer of consciousness as well, and a bunch of other stuff. But these are shapeshifters. And in case I'm boring you, I'm gonna make it cool again for you, okay? Like, no, just like I know what the fuck I'm talking about. Well, not really, but yes. Okay, Travis Scott, for example. You know the face with his mouth open like like that, and like that was the entrance or whatever. That represents Moloch. I don't like saying his name, but it's a demon that people used to sacrifice babies to, and it's a mouth like it was like a furnace, and they used to like throw babies inside. And it was just fire, and like they would just burn. Why do they use biblical references for everything they do? Just look at the Weeknd like holding the cross upside. Like just you don't have to listen to me. You don't have to believe me. You don't have to do nothing at all. But just think of the fact that nobody talks shit about monks or Buddhists or whatever. They're like, oh yeah, Shambhala, whatever the fuck. Nobody is aggressive towards nobody that has a certain religion or belief. They're actually scared to like say something that's gonna offend them. But Christians, ooh, they get bashed big time. But you wanna hear something? All the other religions is Jesus in them. Nope. Because Jesus is the only way to salvation. That's why. That should tell you enough that they literally want you to like fuck up and not know that you're saved. I'm very sorry, but if you're gonna tell me that I have to, I don't know, shave my head, wear a tunica, go in the middle of the fucking mountains, start for like 4 months, pray 50 times a day, shave my head again, put a wig on, cut the top of my PB, if I were a boy, circumcision, that's what I'm talking about. If I not eat, like, I'd be like, fuck this. I'd be like, what am I, like, how do you want me to love you back, God? I'd be like, no, thank you, like, I'd rather burn. You don't have to do anything. You don't have to follow no steps. You just have to understand that there's right, there's wrong. As just, why can't you just exist and love whoever is around you and do good? That's all. Simple as that.